Hi everyone and welcome back to your piano lesson. If you are here for the first time, I am Gianluca Fronda, your piano teacher. If you want to discover about me, you can watch the introduction video of the channel in the description of this video. I'm leaving the link below. And you can also find the link for my artistic channel. Now let's go to our lesson. Today we are going to talk about the echo, the B2 piece from Theodor Oesten, again from the piano exam pieces, grade 1, ABRSM, and still the syllabus 2019-2020. The only thing that I want to clarify before starting playing is the fact that now, I'm sure that for many of you will be the first time playing the triplets. Now pay attention simply to this important element. As you can see, the time signature is 3/4. Obviously you always double check, also check first of all the key signature, but talking about this block of 3 notes, 3 notes indeed. You see that we have 1 3 here on the B, on the first note, and again the 3 also on this note, on the A. Be advised that this number is not at all the number of the finger that you have to use. It's not a fingering number. This is the number mentioning simply that this is a block of 3 notes that has to fit perfectly in 1 count. You are not going to divide anymore the count in 2 half counts like usual when we were doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... But now you have to be able to divide only when needed the count in 3 equal parts. To many students I suggest to count 1 and A2 and A3 and A1 and A2 and A. Or you could even count 1, 2, 3, but it's better, to be honest, to count 1 and A. Obviously, you will count 1 and A only when you need to divide that count in 3 equal parts. I want to count now the whole, the rhythm of the whole first line. In this way, I show you what I mean with dividing only when needed. And obviously, pay attention, because if you have to divide the count in 3 equal parts, obviously, let's say, you might say the speed, because I see that students always like to talk in terms of speed, how fast should be the count. Remember that obviously the speed of each of these 3 equal subdivisions of the count will be definitely higher than the normal 2 subdivisions. Yeah? Let me show you in practice. It will be 1 and A2 and 3 and 1 and A2 and 3 and 1 and A2 and A3 and A1 and A2 and 3 and... I want to do also tapping now on with my 3 fingers, and when not needed using 2. So pay attention, yeah? Look, try to look at the score. So at the line, at the sheet music, and at my fingers. I will go slowly on, yeah? It will be 1 and A2 and 3 and 1 and A2 and 3 and 1 and A2 and A3 and A1 and A2 and 3 and... Have you noticed that I swap? I go from 3 to 2. And obviously when I go back to the normal 2 subdivisions, they are slower than the 3, because 3 have to fit instead of 2 in 1 beat. Now stop talking and I will clarify some extra details straight after playing. As usual, I will play first of all at the official speed, the one suggested by the ABRSM, 96 per crochet, this pastorale, and then I will play a bit slower. The speed should be this one, a bit higher sound. So it's 1 da 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 1 and A2 and 3 and 1 and A2 and 3 and okay. Now rest. Okay, now let's try to play slower. 1 and A2 and 3 and 1 and A2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 and A2 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 and A2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and rest. Oh, okay. Now, the only thing that I want to help you understanding even more is exactly in these bars at the end, in the last line. So assuming that now you have understood perfectly how to count, how to swap from subdivision in 3 and subdivision in 2 as usual, you have to simply remember that in this bar, in the second bar of the last line and also in the second last, in the penultima, what is happening is quite interesting, is that obviously doesn't change anything in terms of counting, but pay attention to this dotted crochet. It's 1 and A2 and 3 and you play the A on end of 3, because sometimes it's happening that some of my students is losing control in these bars. So 1 and A2 and 3 and 1 and then you go on. Pay attention also to this very sharp difference of sound between forte and pianissimo. Pianissimo means very, very soft, very, very quiet. Okay? And all the accents that you can see. And that's it. Mind also the change of clef that you will have in this second last bar, before the second last bar, okay? Anyways, I think that it's more than enough. There is nothing else that has to be explained. If you have any question, if you want to know more about it, feel free to comment, to ask, and I will be happy to help. Thank you very much for today. All the best. Bye.